The Amun God, he was live like mean in the Karnak temple. That was like Ber Amun, that means the house of Amun, the people worship. That was a local god, that was in the new kingdom, belonged to the Ramses the Fourth, And then in Greek, it's like mean fall down, and in Greek time, he came and he, added them temple here. That means the foundation was belonged to the ancient Egyptian, in the New Kingdom,
Yes.
We find here all like this is called the like King Batlaimos. Batlaimos that belong to the Greek time,
Yes.
I
So one is the head because it represents the illumination, like bringing in the plasma body all the way from the root chakra, but bringing it from the nucleus of the earth, bringing it all the way up, which would represent our root chakra, through all our chakras, through the Baraka, what we were talking about yesterday, Ba, the soul body, Ra, the body, the physical body, and Ka, the spiritual body. So when you ignite those three bodies, then you're capable to generate the plasma, to amplify your plasma body, and in a very specific way, which we will be doing it, is opening the heart, because our heart, as we know, it spins. So it's rolled. It's like a shell. It's rolled. So when we unroll it and we duplicate it as the space-time, when we are going beyond when we're traveling faster than light, we duplicate or we replicate space-time. So the same with the heart. We replicate the heart. I have a code to show to you, and then it generates a black hole. And then from that black hole, we take it all the way up to the thymus gland, and from the thymus gland, generating an ang, but not an ang like this. It's an ang like this. It crosses the chest, goes like this. Well, actually, it's like this up, like this, to the chest. So it's like this. Exactly. Then we complete it. One is like this, and the other one is like that. So it's all about bending the energy. It's all about bending the energy. Yeah, so that's why it's here, because we represent that the celestial vault is open. The inner celestial vault, which is connected to the sun. He's the one in the second layer that has like these two feathers coming from his crown, and the horns, he has them in a linear form, Normally the ram is represented with its horns in the Fibonacci, like in a spiral, because it represents the part of the brain which is the hippocampus, where we connect with the space memory, to the memory of all. But he's shown this, like an hexagon, in order to hold the cube. So he's connecting to this form. That is his function, to open the brain in that form and in the spiral. First, then we have this wouldn't be well pronunciated, but that will be yeah, but
wow, it's a nice one.
Oh yeah.
Well, sometimes I was told they're taking back.
But all it has been restored, and it's the original color. And is also known as the artisan or the craftsman, the one who plays the human. In most of the depictions you would see him shaping a little guy, and because he's the artisan, he's the one who creates the man. So he's one of the primordial forms, is a trinity of the
pillar, that pillar, and vision on that and the field deck. So whatever you want to do, and a lot most of the whenever you get a chance, do the meditating where you pressurize sphenoid and eyeball so that you can bring it rapid eye movement to stillness. You breathe deeply, making sure breath work to cause the pressure between the third and the fourth ventricle to cause electric effects on the pineal gland so that it can have more light and interpret visions. Anyone get any visions right before they went to sleep? Like Egypt stuff?
Yeah.
Do you want to go clockwise?
Yes. I don't know, guys, if you every time that go to a temple, which is very much like what some of encourages to do, like presenting yourself and telling your intentions and your purpose in the place, to then generate that exchange of what you receive. This is very important because then you're coming from a sovereign place, you know. So if you want to make it now, reality in perfect balance, and that's the mastery of the mind, actually, not to fight the linear form of thinking, yet to master it. And that's through time, you know, cycles, what we call time, which are cycles.
A lot of people that have taken psychedelics, and like when they do, the beings come alive and they talk to them. And so, like, some of your visions will be like looking at hieroglyphics and then them moving. And then conveying deep information, and there's spells here, there's like prayers, there's like things for rulers. These pillars in themselves, it's kind of, it's weird. It's a metaphor vision comes to me that like your vision body goes into it, and you kind of get canon somewhere. So it might be like a place where the gods want you to see or whatever. I don't see a limit on where it can take you, but there's probably a whole smart activity to it. And so I'll be interested to see where you guys pick for where you want to explore visions as we see around. So yeah, let's continue following.
Yeah, well, what I was taught is if it's on the ceiling, then it's pointing to the sky, because you got to look up to see it. It is for my. So I try to associate everything above me with what's above it, and then you start looking, you start to see a scorpion, Sagittarius. Like we might not have the pictures at home, but our temples match the stuff.
It's kind of like earning, but specific way. A layer of remembrance. It says to do it in the middle, and it needs a current of remembering which this temple can do to be working well. It's not currently working well, so maybe we can all do a group meditation to help the current be safe and strong, so it's allowed to flow, and then they'll reward you and please, as a temple, help us remember. We're going to help you as your generator and river of remembering energy. Journeying further into the soul. That's kind of like, oh, act on being called to you. Oh, further inside with projecting are like recruiting, things like that.
The snakes. The two snakes. Because it's also next to a Scorpio. And it's in between Scorpio. Yeah, and it's also next to Sagittarius, you see?
Yeah.
So it's in between. An interesting thing is that it's showing Lepus.
Yeah.
Because it's such an important constellation because it's about the time, like follow the white rabbit.
Yeah.
You know? It's a huge code to master the linear time. Without it degrading your matter, your mass, then you will be given a lot of information of how the time dilation works in between how I see it is imagine that the laboratory that the moon is now, there were mapped, like holographically, a lot of anchors that connect to a specific constellations regarding the time, for instance, with Lepus. And bringing all that intermittence of Lepus, projecting that as a shield to the matrix that was created for the artificial matrix in the earth, weaving it through spiders, and then projecting it to earth. You know? It's our veils, like veils, layers of matrices. You know? So when you untangle and you connect with those matrices, then you're capable to remove them because you're honoring the consciousness that was used in order to create that matrix, or that matrix obeys you. It's like, for instance, as simple as if you are talking to a fly within the brain through the moon energy, like at a speeded up time, because that represents the constellation of Lepus, and Lepus is connected with the moon, how the cycles and the speed of the moon is influencing reality in Earth, like speeding it up. That's why our aging is different. It will keep on bothering you until you start to connect and recognize the existence of the fly. Then you will start to interact, and the fly is an extension of you, and then you're capable to influence the behavior of the fly in your reality.
The current works up to the temple. The temple is like not letting the current through, like blood clots. How that works. So needs to feel safe. The temple, mostly fortressing, safety energy, and evil antidote is what it needs. So thank you. Well, we'll all practice mastering that in unity together. The evil antidote, fortressing, and safety. We bring that to the temple, and then more energy will rush in and hopefully support us as we more success.
So we can do that together. What we're doing is just connecting with the codes on the walls. Is that
That's one layer.
one layer?
Because all of this is one. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to see something fantastic?
Okay, just that. Because all of this, imagine, this is what I was captured by when we were talking, I'm sorry. But you see, this represents the mouth, and this represents the cup. So what this represents is, and also Heka. Heka is the nether of the magic. Like he's the magician. So it's talking about the power of the spells, the power of manifestation through the mouth, through the word. So if anyone here wants to connect more with their capability of manifestation through the mouth, but also it leads to a lot of responsibility. We already have it. The thing is just occupying our space as the axis, like acknowledging it. What you can do is like connect with this.
Are we allowed to stand and close our eyes?
If we're hidden.
Okay, let's do it right here. And I read this is like one of the more powerful topics. So like breathe deeply while you're doing this and see if anything comes while you're doing
Is there another temple after this?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.